So folks, since my last video, I've done a couple modifications. I actually got the bike running. You will see it in my last video there, but I just didn't like the way it's running. And the thing that we try to do over here at First Floor Online is we try to get everything running right. It's not so much about guessing, it's about getting it running right so that we get the efficiency out of what we're trying to do here. But there it is, Black Bandit box. What I've done is I've actually set up a full circuit. I've got a tachometer. This one goes up to about 13,000 RPM, 12 volt battery, Black Bandit box. At the CDI, the system is actually active. It's running at way less than a volt. So if I actually come over here, disconnect right here, it's going to become an open circuit. Yeah, so at this point, yeah, it's an open circuit. So yeah, I just disconnected it over here just to give you guys an example. The whole thing's all set up, but let me just reconnect this cable real quick. So basically now at this point we're going to be able to use basically the old school analog RPM gauge, Black Bandit box, 12 volt DC CDI. Obviously I have the meter here just to give you an idea of how long you're going to be able to run this particular system. So like this is a 7 amp hour battery. Depending on the kind of setup you have, you could run a battery like this. I got 4 6-volt batteries, but I'm running around somewhere around 14 amp hour because I go for long rides. But you could go to a little pack if you're only out for a little bit. 2 amps is gonna give you, with this type of a circuit, it's gonna easily give you, I would say 3 hours easily just with this. So that's basically 8 AA batteries in a pack, 12 volts. You'd probably get a good 3 hours out of that before you'd need to recharge it on this type of a setup. But there's other things that I've done. Just for now, this is strictly demo purpose. So as you can see here, from the last one I actually had a tire on this bike, but this bike is all demo. So right here, what I've also done, because I didn't like the way the bike ran, is I extended the intake. So you can see here, there's a piece of pipe between the manifold and the intake side of the carb plenum there. I'm gonna say it's about 4 inches, somewhere around 4 inches, but it's all sealed up. And I got a little cable here just to keep it out of the way, keep the cable out of the way from the muffler, because obviously we can see here these things pass very close, and yeah, you can see there, it's actually burnt up a little bit. So the cable's there for a couple things. It's also just to hold up the carburetor, to keep it flat, because this carburetor needs to be level. So right there, you can see it's pretty level. This is a Chinese keg motor, 49cc. See, complete demo setup here. This bottle is actually off of a pressure washer. So I just strictly have it for that. Obviously I got a little cutoff valve here just for the carb, obviously. But yep, so it's a little pocket bike, strictly for demo. But the whole main idea behind this is obviously to get that right there with this, that, and then you just keep building from there with the battery and everything. It's just far more efficient than just a magneto. Once you go to CDI, this type of setup, you'll never go back to the magneto. I'll be a witness to that. But anybody else who tries this, you will enjoy your work. if you put it in. It's not that hard of a setup. Once I start putting the boxes out over there, I'll put out a little wiring diagram or something, obviously, that you can just connect the box, you know, right directly, connect everything up. But I created a small wire harness here just to keep everything fairly clean, so you can see just right here, just to clean it up a little bit so everything kind of sits where we want it, right? But yeah, for the most part, it uses nothing, you know, just idling. The system, the circuit is idling right now with the CDI box, and it's drawing nothing. Like, that's absolutely nothing. So yeah, so the CAG bike, longer intake. This is a Delorto clone with a little filter, I guess, on the back there or whatever, but strictly this is a demo, as you can see. So there's no back tire, no chain, nothing, just all motor and all that other stuff that I've added on there. A little expansion chamber for obviously what they sell with these pocket bikes. But this motor, this is just for testing purposes. I'm probably going to build a scooter from this actual motor here, so you guys will have to stay tuned for that one. But maybe hopefully later on in the summertime I'll get this one. I'll start working on it. But and there's an inner side there. That's just a pull cord holding that carburetor up. But like I said, it's just demo purposes, right? So stay tuned. And let's see what happens.